Narrated Ibn Abbas. The Prophet once stayed for 19 days and prayed shortened prayers. So when we travel-led and stayed for 19 days, we used to shorten the prayer, but if we traveled and stayed for a longer period, we used to offer the full prayer. Narrated Yahya bin Ishaq. I heard Anas saying, we traveled with the Prophet from Medina to Mecca and offered 2 rak'at for every prayer, till we returned to Medina. I said, did you stay for a while in Mecca? He replied, we stayed in Mecca for 10 days. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar. I offered the prayer with the Prophet, Abu Bakr and Umar at Mina, and it was of 2 rak'at. Uthman in the early days of his caliphate did the same, but later on he started praying the full prayer. Narrated Harith bin Wahab. The Prophet led us in the prayer at Mina during the peace period by offering 2 rak'at. Narrated Abdur Rahman bin Yazid. We offered a 4 rak'at prayer at Mina behind Ibn Dafun. Abdullah bin Mas, UD, was informed about it. He said sadly, truly to Allah we belong, and truly to him we shall return. And added, I prayed 2 rak'at with Allah's apostle at Mina, and similarly with Abu Bakr and with Umar during their caliphates. He further said, may I be lucky enough to have 2 of the 4 rak'at accepted by Allah. Narrated Ibn Umar. The Prophet said, a woman should not travel for more than 3 days except with a daimarm, i.e. a male with whom she cannot marry at all, e.g. her brother, father, grandfather, etc., or her own husband. Narrated Ibn Umar. The Prophet said, a woman should not travel for more than 3 days except with a daimarm. Narrated Abu Huraira. The Prophet, PBUH, said, it is not permissible for a woman who believes in Allah and the last day to travel for 1 day and night except with a mahram. Narrated Anas bin Malik. Offered 4 rak'at of Zuhr prayer with the Prophet, PBUH, at Medina and 2 rak'at at Dhul Hulayfa, i.e. shortened the ASR prayer.